when now you moving and shaking, you in Staten Island, right?
Yeah.
And you get into incidents. Like when do things start getting thick in the streets outside? When do things start getting thick outside? Pause.
Because
Gotta say
things
pause.
started to change in that fashion because me personally, I'm just being me. So I'm celebrating me. Rolexes, big chains. I'm a little guy. Got 50,000 hours on my neck in the 90s. That's a lot. Rolex range, Rolex chains. But in my mind, everybody on Staten Island is family. I was naive. I looked at it like before I got my record deal, everyone pushed me. Sha. Then they got money, then it's like. And around that time, all my cousins that was in the streets, they started to get bids. 103 years, 25 years, 7 to 21. All my family sent away. So it left me just around people that really wasn't for me.
I want to keep it 100 with you real quick. I have to keep it 100.
You have to.
You know what I'm saying? Initially, and shout out to Shaquelle because he cleared it up.
Oh, that's my big bro.
Yeah, he told me to call
I met
him.
Shaquelle. Shaquelle was with my pops.
Yeah, but let me say this. When they first hit me up, like people was putting your name, somebody tried to say you told, right?
Yeah.
And Shaquelle, actually he texted me and he said you never told him the dude that you had. I don't have to say his name unless you're comfortable with me saying it. You didn't tell him the dude, but he said that the dude turned blood because after the dude cut you, he turned blood in prison because you had a lot of family out there and in prison, and your family was gonna go to work for you.
Listen, this is the thing, right?
That's what Shaquelle told me.
This is the reality.
But they tried to hold on. Let me say this. They tried to make it seem like you told it was a rumor.
Rightfully so,
Yeah.
right? Rightfully so. Whatever with that, right? I'm gonna say this. I wasn't selling drugs. I wasn't in the street. I was a fucking rapper. If my mother walks to the streets every day, fucking going to work, or your father's working every day going to work or doing whatever they doing, and somebody decides to rob them and bring harm to them, and are they a rat? They're not a fucking rat.
True.
I didn't sell drugs with nobody. I didn't do robberies nobody. We didn't get caught and I said he did that shit. That's a fucking rat. That's it. And even after all that, because that's how people talk. I went to state prison and what's up? I never signed in the PC, never was in PC, in general population, in maxes, in mediums, disciplinary jams. If you don't like it, if you want to jack that, then jack it. If not, because I'm going to tell a nigga, mind your fucking business. Because this is what happens, right? People that's in between, even the dudes that's involved with that situation, we speak. I call it right now. Because he grew. He grew, I grew. But people in between try to keep that going. And if the universe ain't put us in touch, for him to reach out to me, for him to respect my growth, for them to respect my growth and be like, yo, bro, I'm not on that. I was immature. We was wrong. And ownership for they so where we can have a conversation. But people in between are trying to keep you on that level. We ain't on that time. So I don't give a fuck with a thing. Think that shit, try it, we're going to see what happens. That's just what it is. I'm on go time. All the time. Then I wasn't because I wasn't that person. After going through that, and really, you know me, I have to thank motherfuckers for making me tougher. I have to thank motherfuckers for making me see the reality of life. I seen reality. We talking 2001, I did my first bid. I'm in Franklin, downstate. These are disciplinary jails. When it was really heavy on gang banging. When it was one gang. It wasn't all these different sets. So if you had beef with one, you had beef with all. Still ain't signing. This is what it is. And to go through all of that and to be able to have conversations, adult conversation with more and seeing their growth, because the person I am today, and I'm glad we had that, because the person I am today, and I'm looking at it that was my enemy, I'm thinking I'm going to kill these. and thank the universe for him saying, yo, it's not like that. And me saying, yo, you know what? And me being able to have empathy of the position they was in. Then I understood. I said, how can I bring all this honey to a neighborhood that ain't got nothing? But instead of them saying, yo, how can we push him and support him and make him better? You went against me. But it don't matter because you got to go through what you got to go through till you get here today.
The thing is that when we interviewed Mano said the same thing as far as growth. The guy that, you know, he had a situation with, and he said the same thing. We just interviewed him. Remember, G? He was talking about that. And he said that the guy, they saw each other in a jewelry store, and, you know, they left the past in the past. So it takes a lot to grow.
No, because once you realize who your enemy is, he's not my enemy. These fucking cops that's killing everybody is my enemies. These devils is my enemies. You my brother. If we can't sit down and talk out any differences, then let's stay away from each other. But I'm not trying to hurt you, bro.
Because when I watched the interview, you know, and now I can put things together because it showed that when you was reluctant to talk, obviously you and the gentleman squash whatever.
Yeah, so it's like, how do I talk about something that we put under the rug?
Understood. Then now I understood because I was watching. I'm like, man, why Shyheim? I was watching it today. Like, why you talk about what happened? You know what I'm saying? All I know that you was in the club and like you said that you was shining and you know things went left.
But there's more situations to that too because that's like I'm from a certain part of projects, right? From a certain town.
Respect.
And certain things happen between certain individuals that happened in my town. So then it was just like get somebody from there. You know what I'm saying? And I just happen to be that somebody from there. And that's somebody with a name. And that's somebody, you know what I'm saying? And rightfully so. I don't hold nothing against nobody. But I didn't do none of that.
So that's you right, I respect that. So that's the thing is that at that time you wasn't in the streets.
At all. I had a record there. I got a record there at 14. Which streets was I in?
Exactly. So you consider yourself a citizen, basically.
Yeah.
Nah, I respect it.
I'm a citizen, right? I'm on parole right now, but see now it's different because I'm on parole right now, but I'm still a citizen. You know what I'm saying? You know, and see, it's so much.
No, I understand.
It's so intricate to it.
Basically, what I got from it, let me just say this: is that it was a neighborhood issue, and you were the victim, like meaning like we can't get nobody, we're gonna get him. On top of you being in a good situation, because as you being a young age, I can't. When they say neighborhood issue, I can't see you being involved in that issue. Were you personally involved in the issue, or you were just a casualty of war?
I knew them. I knew these people. It's not like I didn't know. I'm going to spot and I don't know them. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? What's up? And just like, it's like, oh, shit. And let's keep this 100. I still didn't lose. I still didn't lose. For several niggas. It wasn't one. It was several. I still didn't lose. Respectfully.
You didn't check in, but when a rumor like that comes, how do you handle something like that, honestly?
It's just being real. It's being real because I'm going to tell them, mind your business. You don't want to mind your business now. This has nothing to do with me and these issues. What's up? Me and you now. Now it becomes your problem with me.
Were you okay with in prison because of your family? I heard you had a lot of family in there.
I have a lot of family.
Yeah,
I have a lot of family. I'm part of Nation of Guards and Earths. A lot of people that represent. See, it's relationships. Like I said, I knew Shaquille. I met Shaquille before he went up north. Him and my pops was cool together.
Yeah.
They used to call my phone.
Yeah, he said that.
Shaquille he's big.
Yeah.
So when you got Shaquille, I'm not going to say what he was doing or what he would have did to make sure I was all right or to make sure it sizzled, but that's my big bro.
He said that. Yeah.
That's it. So it's just, it is what it is.
When you look at situations like, and I want to move on from it because I don't want to, when you look at situations like, because like I told you, that when the announcement came, not before, when they like interviewed us, people was trying to reach me like, yo, Flip, hold on. Take this information. That's why I said earlier I'm gonna get at you. But it's respect, you know what I mean? Because it's love. But what I'm gonna ask you is that even with situations like that, like 6ix9ine or whatever, in those situations with people with him telling, do you think that people should mind their business.
Absolutely.
Respect.
Because listen, you don't know, my how the it's cool to say, yo, I'm real. I ain't never going. Until they saying, yo, you know what? Here's 300 years, buddy. You don't know what you're gonna do until you're in a situation. Not saying it's right or not saying it's wrong for what that man did, but he did what worked for him. So he got to deal with whatever comes from that himself. It's not on me to judge him. Like law does the judging. It's not me. It's not me. Would I do a crime with him? Probably not. But that's not me to judge him. And if it got something to do with business and I'm gonna make $1, call me the fuck up. Cause the niggas that's talking this shit don't give a fuck either. Nobody cares. Yo, listen, you know how many niggas I know that lost their life for a project or that niggas don't even go check on their mother right now? But use the excuse that they dead to get drunk every year? They just out there getting drunk because they want to get drunk anyway, but they just gonna use that as a excuse. Rest in peace to my But they don't look out for his kids. They don't look out for his mother. They don't do nothing. All that shit is fake shit. I don't want none of that.
That's real.
And that's what I heard. Like even Troy Ave say, he said the streets are over. The streets is not really what people make it seem like it is.
That's why I love the guards, because we not friends. We brothers. We brothers. You know what I'm saying? My brother got an issue, I got an issue. And my brother don't got to ask me because I'm an observer. So if I'm chilling with my brother and I'm looking at his sneakers, I'm like, damn, those kind of fucked up. I'm not going to wait for him to ask me for some money to get some new sneakers. I'm just going to take him to get some new sneakers.
But when you were younger, did you look at how we look at things? Like, yo, telling I don't like that.
No, that wasn't my, I didn't give this. Bro, let me explain something to you.
Then you
Imagine being 14 years old with a ATM card that dude, I didn't have that life at all. I'm not going to pretend to you like I did. I didn't.
Respect.
I didn't have that life. I didn't. Up until that time, yeah, I struggled. I ate sugar bread. I drank syrup bread. I drank sugar water, mayonnaise, and just water was in my refrigerator. But once it happened, blink, it changed. Had changed. I didn't wear hand-me-downs no more. I had Hirachis. I had this. I had that. Girls liked me. I'm fucking hanging out all over the fucking world. I'm coming back to the hood. I may have been in the neighborhood. When that happened, I was only around for the holidays. That's the only reason I was there, because I was coming back home for the holidays. I was on tour.
How old were you at the time this happened?
This time I had, probably like 18.
Oh, wow.
I was just doing Parenthood at the time. I'm on WB with a fucking major fucking contract. What? But I take my glasses off to this like, try today. Anybody.
See, come on, man.
Nah, it's try today. And not saying son and the people that was involved in that.
Yeah,
not saying
got
them
past
because
that, yeah.
because there's no malice towards
Yeah,
that.
respect.
Because like literally, I mean, I'm not into show and tell, but I call him right now. We speak. And we understand the position that we both hold. So it's like, why fight when we can build and we can make something better? So that's where we at. And I'm not trying to let anybody for what they what they think or they opinion on some shit. Hey, nigga, you don't like it? Do something. Because we sat down at the end of the day. This would don't get fucked up. Because if we were the bum heads in the system, me and him, and a nigga from somewhere else was going against me, he riding with me. Because we going back to Staten Island together. We handle that shit when we get to Staten Island. But right now, we got an issue to handle. That's what it is.
The thing is, you was rapping about a lot of shit, so people, you know.
Well, think about it. I didn't say, even then, I didn't say I did it. I was the narrator. Times is getting hard, and I swear to God, I even got caught trying to steal. Like, I didn't say I'm holding the steal. I said they holding the steals. I was a narrator. When did I ever say me? It wasn't until Man Child album that I started that because at that point, yeah, I was NWA with Nazi shot Glizzy, and I got caught with an LA cop's gun then. So I rapped about it. I got cut. I rapped about it. I went up straight for a robbery I didn't do, so I rapped about it. Then it became my life. It's a difference. But when you grow up when you in the entertainment business and you growing up at the same time, people can't separate the two. I'm the same person, but I was living both lives.
The thing is, so was it like? Do you feel like you kind of became a product of the environment? Because like what I mean is that got a deal, you're doing good, you just came back for the holidays. Just came back for the holidays to see and that happened. You consider it as hating because you didn't have anything to indirectly do with the situation. Niggas you were around probably or you was associated with, and then like. From being cut and whatever happened after that, does your life change? Does your view on things change?
Yeah, because I what happened was I just looked at it like, oh, this ain't for me. These ain't my brothers. Everybody that was real didn't step up and kill nobody. So I said, yo, what the going on?
But y'all all knew each other, you said, and you just said what up. You said what up to them in the club.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm still from a certain project. So these from my projects ain't go kill nothing or let nothing die. So I had to start looking at them different. Like, why y'all ain't do nothing? What the what's going on? But it's evolution, and you have to grow. And as you grow, you start to see things different. While you in it, it looks, a situation looks totally different while you in it. Then once you step outside of it and able to look back, I see it clearly now. Now I see it clearly. I was like, oh, damn, this is crazy. Oh, yeah, well, I should have been more smart enough to do this or do that, but I didn't because I didn't know no better. You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so, they probably didn't know no better neither. They was doing the best that they could do or what they thought was the right thing to do. And we both did that. And we all did that. I wasn't the only casualty about it. Don't think that I was it just happened like that. There's people that died and lost their lives. And there's people with family that ain't here no more. So you niggas that want to gossip and all that, just look what's at stake. But just know that the individual that's involved, we not falling for that bullshit. We got bigger and better plans.
Yeah, I respect
so talk that shit. You know what I'm saying? And
respect that.
SMD. If you don't like it, what's happening?
Oh Lord, oh God.
No, for real. That's just what I'm saying. Because,
but that's how it goes, though.
Because we grown. We grown. We not kids. So we dealing with people who got kids now, and you trying to hold them up because of some shit that's 20-something years old.
Yeah, that's what happens.
This ain't yesterday. We talking the 90s, late 90s. 97. We both are different people. Everybody involved is different.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair because a lot of people lose their life like that by listening to the gossip, listening to what people think. And it be some old shit to where it's like, just imagine this, right? Imagine we didn't have this, me and the people involved didn't have this conversation. I don't know how they feel. I'm feeling how I'm feeling. But really, you changed and you doing the right thing. You working, you taking care of your kids and all that. But I'm still on the time like, I'm going to kill this. And I come and kill you. And in your heart, there was no malice no more. I'm wrong. We have to be men and we have to sit down and say, yo, listen, what's up? Are we doing this? What we doing? It's lit? All right. Because I'm strapped. I'm not going to do nothing to you right now. Next time you see me, be prepared, my nigga. Because that's how I'm on it. I catch a nigga 20 deep and he by himself. I'm not going to do nothing to the nigga. He losing. But I'm going to tell him, next time, be prepared. That's it. We're not going to jump you. League ain't going to knock your head off right now. Because he can do that. But next time, be prepared, my nigga. Because you're not going to get this pass. Then whatever happens, happens.
When do people get a pass? When they with their children, their parents?
When they with their wife. When they with their mothers.
But you got to act, Paul, before cutting you. But you got to ask yourself, if the situation was
On the other
serious.
foot. Oh, okay.
Where
Then
people
it-
can't get no pass. Mother, father, whoever, hands on.
Hold on, you mind I bring a guest on the phone?
Sure.
Let's see what's going on.
But that was the thing.
What's going on, beloved?
Paige, what's up, sunshine?
Peace. Hey, nothing, just sitting, laying here, watching some movies with my wife and chilling.
Doing the things you like to do,
Some
like
Chinese food
like
and
you
shit.
supposed to do. But yeah, like I was building in the in the interview, because they bring you up. You know what I'm saying? They bring the situation up because it's a very a legendary tale. You know what I'm saying? And like I was explaining to people, and I was like, by the grace of Allah, that we was able to sit down and have a conversation before we let the minds that's in between us have us trying to do something to one each other, when we both on a path of growth and development, and we both learn who our enemy is. It's not you, not my enemy. It's these
Not
people.
mine either.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
we know. See, I'm way beyond. See what a lot of these guys is doing on this internet thing. I'm so beyond it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why Sub-Zero had reached out, Don Diva had reached out. A few people had reached out before I was released from the plantation. So at the end of the day, I denied all of them. I would not do no interviews. I've never done any. Ain't trying to really do any. But if it's coming from you and it's coming from a space where you're at, and it's coming from a space where it's not like we're talking over 20 years ago, fam. Like I'm not even nowhere near Sunshine. I'm Mitchell Darnell Reddick, man. You know what I mean? I got a son on the way, be here in a month. You know what I'm saying? I'm down south. I'm doing me. I ain't bothering nobody. I'm out the way. I get to my little spats here and there with a couple of guys. But other than that, like I'm not even on that negative type of time, fam. Like, you know what I mean? And I see how the social media is moving, and I'm really just not, one of them that how can I say? I'm really not one of them that's going to just be susceptible to accept certain lines of questioning.
That's a fact.
Can I ask Sunshine?
So at the end of the day, I'm with whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
It's your lead. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to try to twist my words or twist me into saying anything. I have nothing negative. I actually, truly, and honestly, on my son, Israel, that's about to be born, I truly believe that you have grown to the point where, like, all things are excused. You understand? Because it's not like, I understand where they're going with it. You got to understand the atmosphere. You got the whole non-trade Takashi thing and all this. They're trying to ride that negative wave, and I am not trying to ride that wave. See, because any question that they ask me, all I'm gonna be is like, yo, that's my brother. Well, can you tell us what happened and this, that? Yo, that's my brother.
Respect.
You know what I mean?
That's
Y'all
dope.
have his number.
Call
You know
him.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't have to go into that. I don't live in the past, man.
Can I ask?
Every day I wake up and I put my feet on the ground. I've already prayed. Then my day is going boom. And I go out in the world and I do what I got to do to take care and to safeguard my sanity, my peace, and the tranquility of my wife and my son.
Yo, Diggity,
Queen's Flip.
wanna ask you something.
Yo, Mr. Sunshine.
Yo, what's going on, brother?
How you doing, brother? Blessing and
Blessings.
congrats on your newborn. It's coming. Many blessings. I just want to ask you one question. What made you change your outlook on life? Because I heard. I'm not gonna get into it, but I heard about you and who you was connected with, associated, et cetera, being in the box, all this stuff. But what made you change your outlook on life?
Well, actually, my outlook on life changed in the box. I had a chance encounter with a brother, and he started putting me on to like what life is truly about. And I'm going, is it all right? Is it safe for me to say his name?
Yeah, if it's okay, yeah.
A big homie of mine's named Soul B.
Yeah, I interviewed Soul B.
Shout out Soul B. Oh my God.
Yeah, Soul B at first we was at odds because he didn't like Valentine, the Valentine blood situation because of this dude named N.O.
Yeah, I know. He told me about that story.
At the time, UBN had separated. A lot of hoods started leaving. So, he really didn't want to side with SI because he had history with Iz and Todd Guns and all of them, and a lot of sets had left that Soul B was cool with, but Soul B was still screaming UBN or UB out. But he didn't dig Magoo having the hood once SI left. So I always was SI's my man, bless his soul. That was my man from the streets, penitentiaries, whatever have you. So I had a chance encounter one time to go, and I got over there. It was a porter on his gallery, and we was chopping it up. And Soul B said something to me that was very interesting. He said, "Yo, homie," he said, "I know about you." He said, "I know about you, in the streets and all that. I know who you are, this and dirt and all that." He said, "I've heard some good things. I heard some bad things." I always told people I don't care about the bad things. He told me about the good things. But he told me this, and it's almost verbatim. He said, "Yo, Sunshine, I'm going to tell you something, bro." He said, "None of this right here even counts, bro." He said, "I heard you getting short. Who are you?" And that one question, I'm 40, I'll be 46 next month on the 23rd. Nobody has ever asked me that my entire life but him.
Okay.
And that caused me to go back into my cell and start really figuring out who I am. And once I started figuring out who I am, I started diving into my studies. And, I'm very spiritual. I'm a self-proclaimed Hebrew Israelite. And I traced my family's line back to Damascus and Ireland because I have white in my family too, on both sides. So I traced my family heritage, and I started realizing who my enemy really is. My enemy is not anybody that looks like me, talks like me, or acts like me. My enemy is everything that doesn't talk like me, act like me, or move like me. So at the end of the day, I started finding myself. And once I came home, that was a wrap. You know what I mean? I just was like, I'm not even with it. I got into my little skirmishes because I'm only human. But that's what actually changed my life. So B actually gave me a question. And the question was, who are you? And that question changed my life.
Shout out to Soul B. He was the first one that we interviewed and that changed the whole dynamic of the direction of the platform. So shout out to Soul B, man. He's a good brother.
Yeah, shout out to Soul B.
But I appreciate you coming on here and just, clearing things up because, what had happened was somebody had sent me a message when we first was going to interview the homie, and then I had to ask Shaquelle, Killer Kev actually, and then Killer Kev put me in contact with Shaquelle because I didn't want to ask any questions. And then the brother Shyheim, he kept it real and said that, you guys spoke and, you guys both grew from the situation.
Yeah. As far as Killer Kev, that's the big homie. As far as Shaquelle, I'm praying that he's actually feeling better. I heard he was going through something not too long ago. My man, Killer Kev's comrade Justice, that's my man from back in adolescence. And I'm hoping and all that. But I want to clear something with you, Flip, when it comes down. And I just want to speak on it with you. I don't want no, negativity on it. A lot of individuals I don't get along with. Okay? Like, me and Shaquelle, we don't see eye to eye. So I don't want to portray like we do.
Okay.
But I have no animosity towards the brother. But I'm like this, Queen's Flip. If I'm your brother, I don't care if you're dead or alive. If I was your brother when you died, and Shyheim was going at it with you when you was alive, and did things to you, I'm not going to change the narrative after. I can forgive you, but I can't forget. So I'm not going to change the narrative. And Quell and CK, them dudes wasn't cool with my homie SI. Bless his soul. So I'm not gonna get on any platform and act like there's a, you know, a dove or a leaf or whatever people call the white flag or whatever. My homie died, y'all was enemies, then that's what it is. But I am not looking to hurt nobody or be hurt. But I just want to set the record straight. Them dudes was not on any platform or any level. They was not my homies peoples, man.
Yo, Diggity, I think that's a interview that you can have with Flip,
Okay.
Flip on them
Yeah.
on your own. I'm gonna put y'all in contact so y'all can talk about that on another note. Because like you know, like me, Shaquan, that's my big bro. You know what I'm saying? And we have this new beautiful relationship, and I don't want to taint nothing at all.
No, I don't want to put nothing on you. I don't want to put nothing on you, Shy. But it was brought to my attention, brothers was using SI.
Rightfully so.
In his death. So I just wanted to set that straight because I don't want no one to be like, oh, Sean got on there and he like da-da-da-da-da. Nah.
Rightfully
and
so.
I respect you and your relationship with him, and that's the reason why I'm gonna, you know.
Yeah. No, but this is what I'm gonna sell for you, because see, listen, my job for you, my job in general, if I got an outlet that can help you progress in your life, I'm gonna plug you in and y'all can have a beautiful conversation and you can get your platform and you can start doing what the fuck you need to do with your artists that you got signed up and the music y'all got. This is it. So y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do.
Let me tell you, Sha, I love you, man. I told you that from day one. I love you and I appreciate you and I appreciate your growth. You know, I'm all for it. I support you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just that. I don't have we have a common enemy. Me and you are not enemies. And that's just the bottom line.
It's a fact. That's what I told him.
That's just the bottom line. And that's how it's going and that's where it's at. And I'm not shaking from that. I've always been a man that said, yo, this is what it is and that's what it is. And I stand on that today.
That's what I told him from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, nobody's exempt from mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Situations happen and happen. And I thank the universe for allowing us to connect before we let the negative minds have us trying to go against each other when we both feel how we feel. You doing you, I'm doing me. It's like if we didn't speak, just imagine if we didn't, my nigga, just imagine if we didn't speak, right? And for everybody that don't know, we speak. They talking shit about me to you. They talking shit about you to me, and I'm laughing like, yo, this crazy because I speak the boy.